And that is one of the announcements is any long-term listeners know of the community feel this show used to have.
Oh, boy, it did. And then we got tired of it, but it's coming back.
We thought we were going to switch things up. I was trying to maintain a public appearance for certain things as well. But we would like to encourage folks to begin. Folks have asked if they could email the show again. We would like to extend that offer again. Email the show. Let's not have an email that I've got to print on 2 pieces of paper or something.
Well, here's the other thing, though, because now it's very important that you're making this announcement at the Four Seasons Total Landscaping
Company. Mm-hmm.
And that's because since you're a traveling man going to all the most important places, we need to have emails that are according, right? So let's not get red in the face with vulgarities to where we can't say it to coworkers, right? Or in Tim's case, traveling networking events.
All of my fellow Americans should be able to watch and listen to the show and not be too revolted other than by our natural appearance.
Which, we're trying.
We are trying. I'm wearing a collared shirt.
I'm wearing a hat.
You are wearing a hat. So yes, emails, the tweet the tables. Let's hit those up again. We've got 2 now because, again, we have not been doing a good job of making sure that we've been getting into those. But we want to, we want those. Again, we want to have this kind of, help us drive this show, right? There was a lot of good input from the fans and some zingers, and we'd like to hear some of that again.
Right? So I said we got tired of it. We got tired of it in this sense. There were certain tweet the tables, which all of them were fun to read, but it's hard to respond when you ask us, what do we think of the new sunglasses Joey Janela is wearing, for example? Like, that wouldn't be a good tweet the table for this week's podcast because, 1, Joey Janela wasn't on Dynamite or Full Gear, but also, 2, what do you want, right? Like, that's a hard thing to, let's conversational pieces, informational pieces. If you know the independent name of the guy in Top Flight who's going to be wrestling the Young Bucks next week, cool. That's something we would want to know. If you want our opinion on his new Nikes, we're probably not going to read that one. Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind as we kind of relaunch 11.6 Spanish Announce Table at the Four Seasons Total Landscaping in the basement. We're bringing back the emails. We're bringing back tweet the tables, but we're doing best of the best. Okay. We're not just saying, hey, because you tweeted table, you're getting on. Maybe not.
And you know us, we've said, the caveat is we don't mind R-rated. We're trying to avoid an NC-17 rating or NC-17 rating, right, if you will.
Right.
But
you can also be angry, right? We're not saying you have to be polite.
I'm angry all the time.
Yeah, I mean, guys, how long have you guys heard me get angry? I got angry before this call even started because of people.
Do you know how angry I got when I found out that this Four Seasons, the Total Landscaping Company, did not have a continental breakfast? It was almost a deal breaker, and I almost went back to the Four Seasons hotel. But the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company still the sweet deal and the tech setup.
As they
the Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, you haven't dropped yet, and usually you drop about 2 or 3 times, so that's pretty great. But again,
this thing right here, it's right below the fire extinguisher right here. Mm-hmm. It's a Wi-Fi box. Mm-hmm.
But again, to clarify our statements here, don't feel like you have to be proper and needing to only say appropriate things in this kind of tone. And Tim and Tom, would you please elaborate on the match between Kenny Omega and John Moxley? Like, shut the fuck up, right? Yeah. But again, we're also not saying, let's put it in the blah, blah, blah. We're not getting there.
And so for the new listeners, what we mean by tweet the tables is hashtag tweet the table. If you're on Twitter, or even if you're on, if you've got a similar short form content you want to get through us, you can go to our website, SpanishAnnounceTable.net, find all of our social media links. There is also a contact page. So if you don't know the email, you don't need to know it. Go to our SpanishAnnounceTable.net. There's a contact link. It'll filter right to our emails. Or you can use an email, tableshow@gmail.com. On Twitter, use hashtag tweetthetable. Anytime you got a wrestling thought, if you're watching the show and you're like, Joey Janela looks like a jackass in those new sunglasses, send us a tweet the table, right? We may read it, we may not, right?
But we may not, right?
But we may. And we're going to say who you are. We're going to talk about you. Let's build this community again, right? You're going to see other like-minded folks using hashtag tweet the table. We're going to talk about you on the show. We'll talk to you more. You can say things like, hey, this is stupid, guy. What kind of jackass would put out any kind of content from the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company? Who, with any self-dignity or respect, would put out something so important as this show from the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company? You know, you can say whatever you want. Anything like that, right? And use hashtag tweet the table when you do it, and everybody will love you. You're going to make new friends.
Hey, there you go. Or you're going to reconnect with old ones. Hey, so let's get
And make
into
sure
the
you
news.
follow Four Seasons Total Landscaping Company, our generous hosts.
Oh, okay, cool. Might do that. I probably won't.